is
Right.
turtles in our backyard, literally.
Right. Literally, like she was saying, sea turtle nesting season. April is also a time when we start to see a little bit more activity here in the weather department. Not necessarily here in Corpus Christi right now. We're more so just focusing on those stronger winds, but areas well to our northeast. Some historic weather really happening as we go into our Wednesday evening. Already seeing lots of warnings and watches up on the board for our friends, but here in the coastal bend, on the quiet note as we're ending off our Wednesday evening. This is all being influenced by the same front that we will see start to move into our area as we're getting closer into the weekend. 84 as we're ending off our Wednesday evening. Severe risk. The reason why we're really paying attention to this areas as you're getting closer into Memphis on the highest category out of this severe risk. So we really only see this happen only about a handful amount of time. So just putting things into perspective how strong this system is. Winds, that's what we're seeing on the back end of this system. Gusts will continue to be on the higher note, 40 miles per hour as we're ending off the evening and falling into about the mid-30s range as we're getting into our overnight hours. Winds still out of the south-southeast, so that means lots of humidity will still be at bay. A quick chance for a quick sea breeze shower be possible during our overnight hours, but coverage will be low. It will be minimal. Those of us will see a little bit of sprinkles. Gusts continuing to be on the higher side as we get into tomorrow morning. We see those low values in about the mid-70s. Tomorrow afternoon will still be on the warm side, an early taste of summer. 91 here in Corpus Christi. Areas further west hanging on a little bit closer to the mid-90s. As we get closer into the weekend, that's when we start to notice that boundaries start to get a little bit closer into our area. But before that, we're still going to provide lots of moisture from the Gulf to continue firing off lots of showers and storms for friends in Central and North Texas as we get into the weekend. Our front that finally pushes on through as we get into Saturday night, into pre-dawn Sunday. That's going to bring us with the low isolated chance for a quick shower. Coverage is low, but the chance is still there. We may still also be dealing with a little bit more of those showers to get into Monday, but low rain chances as well. As we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, sunny skies, also dealing with some lower dew point values, so it's going to be a nice and comfortable start to the new. We've got to deal with a little bit more humidity before we get there. Behind that front, though, drier air will really usher in as we get into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, really continuing throughout the week. Since this is a stronger front, it's going to mean those north winds are going to linger around a little bit longer. With the stronger winds that we're seeing now and into tomorrow, and even as we're ending the week off getting into Friday, it does mean a little bit more hazardous conditions on the water. Moderate rip current risk is what we're expecting for tomorrow. Choppy conditions on the bays, and there also is a small craft advisory that's already in effect, and that's going to end for us as we get into Friday early morning about 1 a.m. So windy conditions aren't going anywhere anytime soon, but the stronger the winds, the more hazardous conditions that you'll see on the water. Rest of our 7-day forecast, it'll be warm, but we'll start to get a little bit back into spring-like weather. Those temperatures will fall below our normal values as we get into Sunday. We see that Sunday morning low sitting in the lower 50s. Jackets are going to need to be put on standby. It's not going to be how we're experiencing this week. Really about a 25 degrees drop as we get into next week. So it'll be a lot cooler, but it'll be a lot comfortable. It won't be as humid. So excited about that.
Refreshing even.
Maybe I could wear a sweater to church on Sunday morning. You think you
Yeah,
get away
pull
with
it on out, Mike.
Yeah. All right, Faith, thank you so much for that.